Since February, we have been working on Pale Haven. Pale Haven is an abandoned village that we are rebuilding, but not just in any style. These villagers long ago encountered the creaking. This has been my inspiration all these months. The obsession with the creaking, the obsession with this block palette. These villagers saw something they weren't supposed to, and they brought it back, and it influenced their entire life from that point on. Today, not only do the villagers bring attention to it, but I will create this statue in honor of the creaking for not only giving me inspiration for the start of the series, but also for getting me so far into my Let's Play. Without this idea, without this new and interesting mob, I don't know where I would be in this Let's Play. I think it'd be really cool. Have a little shrine to the creaking. It would make sense for the village, and it makes sense for us. So let's get started. So as you can see here, nothing too crazy. This is not the actual statue part of the build, more the base. It looks a little bit weird since it's the regular pellet, but as you can see, I'm stripping it, giving it that quartzy look that real life statues have. And I'm jumping around in this speed. I did decide to speed it up so we can see me working on the statue. But stripped oak looks very nice. As you know, I'm very limited to this palette for this town, this village, which I love, but it is difficult sometimes to get variation between builds when you really have 3 colors. Stripped oak, the regular oak, and then the resin. So it can be quite hard. With this one also though, I do have other ones like what's it called? The creaking heart, and then the moss. Those are 2 that I don't really use in the buildings. The moss I use for the pathways, of course, but the creaking heart is kind of hard. But I do find a way to incorporate in this one. I think it gives such a nice touch. And as you can see, I'm using shroom lights and glowstone. It's not really a palette for Pale Garden, but you have lanterns and all that stuff. So we can have a little deviation. I think it looks really good as the eyes as well, especially at night, as you can see here. And it's a pretty decently sized statue that I'm building. It's bigger, I believe, than the greenhouse. And it is in the central part of the village, right in front of the mayor's house. So I think symbolically it looks cool. I don't know if I want to have anything in the creaking statue. I think just having it hollow is totally fine. I may cover the top off just so you can't see all the way to the ground if you were to fly over. Hopefully I remember that. I'm doing this voiceover about halfway through the video, but it is just, we're doing this. I know I'm a month late on this video, and I hate that. I have been just stressed with work, really. I've said it in a few videos, but we are just understaffed. I'm working pretty much open to close every day. I don't have as many days where I'm off, or I get off maybe a few hours early to work on a video, so it's definitely a lot harder now. As you can see here, very quick build for you guys. Like I said, the moss, the creaking heart, all that stuff gives some beautiful texture, honestly, in my opinion. And we have it's double-sided. So you see, facing the mayor, you have the face. Facing the hotel, you have the face. Figured it'd probably be a little too crowded if I had it on all the sides. But front and back, boom, you got the creaking. A beautiful monster. I'm so glad Mojang added it. I'm so glad we have this new biome that has given me so much inspiration. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. But that's really it for this part of the video. Time to move on to building a little bit more around the village. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. So I've changed a few settings on my mic. Hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully you don't hear the background music as much. It's been a few days. I know I'm so late on uploading this video. Just getting back into the groove of work, all that stuff, recovering from that trip. It's a lot, and honestly, the heat is no joke, guys. This heat is no joke. I'm running out of ideas to make unique looking houses in this palette. It's getting difficult. Luckily, we're at the finish line. I believe we have this house and one more house. and then other buildings, but they're gonna be themed building, the town hall and all that good stuff. So it should be easier. Emphasis on should. But just gotta get these houses out of the way. I was gonna do it all off camera, but it's been a while. So hopefully you guys are fine with like a longer episode to make up for that. What if we do an overhang? But I like this kind of striped look. I think it looks very nice. But like I said, I'm just running out of unique ideas. I'm not gonna make these all look exactly the same. But that's no fun. But it's a learning experience. I'm sure, as you guys can tell, I'm not an insane master builder or anything by any means. So this is just some nice practice, trying to get some ideas, you know, trying to get things to look unique. Do I want to do stairs here? Hopefully the mic setting's better. If not, I'll just scrap this part. But hopefully it's good. Let's see, we go out here. So all the white ports, we go out one. I think we have just enough. We have one extra one. Just throw that there. Let's see what we're looking at. I'm running out of ideas. Bad. I don't know. Where did I put my ender chest at? Couldn't find, well, I did find my ender chest, but I thought I had lanterns in there. Turns out I do not. I think the next roof for the bakery will do, seem to do a lot of white roofs. I need to do at least an orange one over here. I'm gonna be honest, I ran out of resin, and I'm getting a little antsy to get this video out in time. Oh, also, you probably see the big jump. You're probably like, Mazzuli, why is there a 50-day jump? Well, I'll let you know. I blocked myself off in the house I'm building right now. I was like, let me go get something to eat. Then proceeded to forget about it. Left it open for most of the night. And so that's how it happened. Not my proudest moment. Like I said, I've just been really tired lately. But I love making content. It's been on my mind. I've been getting frustrated that I haven't been able to record. So I'm just letting whatever I make, just making it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is my first village. We have tons of villages that we can fix. Or just make with, scratch, out of scratch. Make from scratch. And there's no reason to get super worried. You know what I mean? It's a game. We're just here to have fun. So we're just gonna get it done. I can always just fix it later, right? This is not gonna be a permanent design. There's nothing, no rules I set up or anything where I have to keep the design I made it. So there's no need to worry. Let's see, right there would be nice. And then we get two more. I have the, whatchamacallit, I turned gain down on OBS, partly because of the music, partly because I need the fan on. It is boiling in my room, especially I have a ton of soundproofing material, and it does its job for the most part. For what I paid, it does its job. But it does trap the heat, like a terrible amount. So hopefully in post I can make it sound good. I don't think it's gonna sound bad necessarily, but you never know. This is all trial and error. That's part of growing. So let's see, let's get this going, and I'll decorate all these. Maybe, I don't know, probably between episodes. I don't know if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing. I still have a lot to do on the hotel. Mainly it's just sheep farming. I don't really have a lot of wool, if I'm being honest. That was not what we wanted. And then there we go, just clean it up a little bit. And I think that looks pretty good, honestly. Like I said, I like the stripes, and I like the idea of putting the window in the thinnest part as opposed to the obvious choice of putting it here. I think it does make some sort of visual interest, honestly. So let's see what is next. We have the pottery house. Let me pull up some pictures. I'm not gonna be honest with, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me pull up some inspiration pictures. See if there's a certain vibe I want to go with. I should probably actually put some resin to cook. And I am thirsty. So while this resin's cooking, I'm gonna give me something to drink. I'm still considering if I want to go pick up a beverage from the local gas station. Oh, we have resin. What am I doing? You know, in that case, wanted to get me a beer, but we are good. Let me get me a LaCroix. So, the soundproofing, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, it's not fully just to keep the outside noises in. There's really not a lot of people in my family know I'm doing this. And I don't know, I'm pouring my LaCroix, if that's what you can hear in the background. I don't know. Sometimes it's just better to keep stuff like this in the background. Maybe one day if it blows up and I can quit my day job, or that'd be awesome. But if it ever got to that point, you'd probably tell them. But some things, it is what it is, really. I think it looks okay. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, or if any of these you have any better ideas, suggestion, definitely let me know. But let's get, the inspiration pictures. Let me get them real quick. I'm looking at some of these pictures and it just looks kind of like a regular house. I do see they have a little area outside the deck where I guess they can dry. That'd be kind of a cool thing. Let's say we have that deck in the front. We have everything really close here. Doesn't give a lot of space. So how about we start here, or start here, well, maybe right here. But it's not going to be the full building. We'll have a pergola thing going on. I think would be awesome. We'll have these for the base, and then we'll transition to fences, and then let's have it about probably here. So it's going to be pretty far back, but I think that's going to add, well, that's really far back, but that's okay. We'll have pots and all that good stuff. So we'll have it here, and then we'll have the actual pottery shop back here. Nothing too crazy size-wise, I don't think. Let's see, this goes up here, because I don't know what all needs to be in a pottery. I guess like a kiln. I'm seeing this. So having the chimney back here, yeah, definitely separates it from the chimney we have on the other building, for sure, in the bakery. So it could be raised, maybe? Or what thinks? What do we think? What do we think? Let's just do this too. Bring everything down one, so we don't have to make it on stilts. Over here, it'll still be on stilts, on a support. But that is the lay of what I want to do. I believe also, and I'm going on a side tangent. Bro, was that all paused? That's so unfortunate. Give me a second. Bro, I literally went on this whole rant about how I wanted to basically talk more of a train of thought type thing. What is it called? Flow of consciousness type thing, without editing too much and all this stuff. Real heart to heart, really opening that up. And I realized I was paused. So fun. I am going crazy. I am losing my mind. Mazzuli, why are you losing your mind at 12:03 a.m. on a Thursday morning? Well, my lovely audience, my loyal fans, it is because it has been almost a full month since my last upload. Almost a full month that I have deprived you guys of the content that you so need to function as a citizen, as a productive member of society. I have denied you that. I have taken away what you need. And for that, I'm sorry. But don't worry, I have been losing sleep over this video. Losing sleep over the fact that I haven't posted. Part of me is like, well, damn, your channel's dead now, dude. It's dead. But I know that that's not the case. I have just been coming to terms with the fact that not every building in this, well, I'm so sorry, I'm getting messages. I've been coming to terms with the fact that not every building in this town, in this village, needs to be unique. That has been my main thing, trying to come up with ideas using the same 3 blocks that I decided to limit myself to. But hey, not everything needs to look the same. Something. What is this? The pottery house? Yes. But everything needs to look super unique. This for the most part is the same. I just added the pillars, which I think it looks fine, but on the pottery house, we're going to relax. We're going to make it look like another village or another building. In villages, I'd say about 80% of the buildings look the same. So you're just going to do like regular pale oak logs, for the corners, white for the walls, and then accent with the resin. Like I said, it's been stressing me out. And I don't want to do everything like super like stripey, polka dotty, just trying to figure something out. It makes it not fun. And the point of the series is it's supposed to be fun. So what we're going to do is the actual building starts here. And this is already going to look different because it's going to have a front deck area. So like I said, and I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut. With it being so long, I might just decide to be gracious and give y'all a little bit more video this time. I can't say it's going to be a... So we're just kind of going to... What's the nice way of saying BS this? We're just going to BS this. We don't need to worry. We don't need to worry. At the end of the day, this is Minecraft. It's a block game with monsters and all that stuff. It doesn't need to be that serious, really. I don't know why I was freaking out. I can probably guess why. You know, I'm trying to make decent content for you guys. I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, he's building the same building 10 times. Let's go watch somebody else who can actually make something interesting, which is definitely hard. I know that's a common issue with a lot of creators, this sort of imposter syndrome, but it is the reality. Is this building finished? I think it's just kind of empty. I'll decorate. What was I saying? Something. I got distracted. But I mean, it's not like I'm special in that regard. And honestly, I almost scrapped the whole video. I almost just started all over. Was just gonna do all of them the same and just call it a day. I really wanted to get something out, but I spent so long getting to where I'm at in the video. I feel like it'd be a disservice. What was even the point? You know, what is it called? Sunk cost fallacy. Which I know is a fallacy, which means it's not really something you should be using as an argument, but it is what it is. I am a little sleepy. It is almost 12:30 at night, but I want this video out. I want to get Pale Haven done. I'm so excited to get Pale Haven done for the obvious reason of having Pale Haven done and getting villagers and whatnot, but also so that I can finally use a different palette. You guys have no idea, maybe you do, of how frustrating, how creatively draining it can be trying to figure out the combination of the same 4 blocks. It's very not fun mentally, but it was a good challenge. Probably would not do it again. If I do it again, it's not going to be for a long time. So I need more wood. Let me get some more wood real quick. Do I have anything? I don't know why I keep having my inflection going up, but it is what it is. It's, like I said, it's 12:30. My brain isn't working as much as it's supposed to. So yeah, I did it again, the inflection thing. What is wrong with me? I kind of want, did I say a pergola type thing? Oh my goodness, what is wrong? I'm going to get this video finished. I'm going to edit it. I already have half the video edited. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to go to bed. But not before I finish this episode. We're going to get the pottery house and then the last house. Then in the next episode, we're going to finish these 3. With them being themed, they're going to be way easier. It's going to be a lot easier having them looking unique. And then we'll be done. So we'll have next episode, probably 1 more to get the villagers and everybody over and situated. And then we'll be done with Pale Haven. 3 videos. Worst case scenario, 5 more videos. But we are in the endings. Oh, and the park. The park is easy though. It's just like a path and maybe some trees and a bench, maybe. Oh my gosh, the inflection. Anyway, let me get some wood. Also, did y'all see the new Minecraft announcement about the copper golems? I'm actually so hyped about that. That just shows you how long I've been working on this video. This isn't a video from 3 weeks ago. Well, the start of it is from 2 or 3 weeks ago. But that copper golem, oh, I really wished they would have won. I did actually have a add-on for that. I loved the copper golems. They look so cool. So I was just devastated when they lost. And the fact that they can actually do something more, I just liked them because I thought they were cool little guys. But the fact that they can actually organize things, what? Now that's going to be awesome. I am so looking forward to that. Just, and the copper chest and all the copper tools and stuff. people were saying we don't need all that. It's a game. We don't need anything. It's just for fun. If you don't want to make copper armor, copper tools, that's the beauty of it being sandbox. You just do what you want to. They look cool. That can just be it. They could have just added them because they thought it looked cool. That's it. Nothing crazy about that. And with it being another ore, if you're doing some sort of underground thing and for whatever reason you can't find iron or whatever, copper is an extremely viable beginner game thing. So not everything needs to be this huge thing where sometimes you can just add things because they look cool. Right? I feel like I'm not mistaken in that type of thinking. Do we have any more bones? But everyone just likes to complain. They complain if we don't get something. They complain if we do. It just doesn't make any sense to me, guys. It doesn't make any sense to me, guys. We have bone blocks. We're going to convert this to this. Well, maybe that was a little too much. I'm scared I'm going to die from this. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. We just got the gas, so it's probably going to be a while before they drop the copper update. But I think it looks awesome. And that's all that matters. If you have a different opinion than me, it doesn't matter. Mazzuli is all that matters here. This is Mazzuli channel. I am Mazzuli. This is my channel. If you don't like it, there's the door. I am a little curious. I may have some sort of poll on this video, but let me know if you guys like the longer videos. I do try to still keep them edited, but I'm always so worried that people don't like my little rambles or anything. So I mean, of course, from the creator side of things, I want the best retention and whatnot. But on the other side of things, I love longer videos where they just ramble on and on. That's why I mentioned him a few times, the Neocubist. He'll post 3 or 4 hour videos. I eat that up. It's just how sometimes you just need a long video you can have in the background or watch throughout the day. Like it. So definitely let me know. Also, nothing is confirmed yet, but would you guys be interested in a Discord server? I know we're still really new. I've been doing a little bit of research. It still seems like it could be a lot of fun to do. Let me know. Of course I wouldn't do if not a lot of people are interested, but I think it could be a lot of fun, honestly. And then you guys could have a little bit more, how do we say it, direction and guiding me along my videos. I could do real-time polls. You guys can real-time talk to me. Give y'all some snapshots of what I'm doing. Get some, what do I say, critiques, all that stuff. Maybe even have some stuff where I give y'all some challenges. Y'all show me what y'all can do. I think that would be a lot of fun. But like I said, I have no experience in any of that. I don't know how realistic that would be. But it's just something I've been thinking of in the old noggin of mine. So if that sounds like it'd be interesting to you, definitely drop a comment below saying that you'd be interested. And like I said, I may drop it soon, maybe in a few weeks. Of course, nothing's been made yet, so it'd take a few weeks, but definitely something I could start with it taking so long. The sooner the better. But that would be awesome. I can just imagine that. I love the whole, like, getting inspiration from you guys, getting suggestions, getting critiques. It's always a lot of fun to me. Because after all, what's the point of making the videos if nobody watches them, if nobody likes them? The whole point is for you guys. That's the whole point. I love being creative because I love the idea of somebody enjoying my creativity. So this is what I got. As you can see, it's kind of a very, how do I say this? It's a very classic design of like the village with the logs, as I said I was going to use. Let's fill this in real quick. So as you can see, this is what it looks like with the walls filled in. I did like the idea of having there be some higher up windows. I feel like that makes a lot of sense for a pottery house, especially if they're going to want to open up the windows. I assume they get hot. I've never been to a pottery house, but if they have a kiln or something, I feel like that makes a lot of sense. I think I'm going to keep it open. I always like the idea of the open buildings, as you know, the bakery. So I'm going to just put the roof on and then let me get some clay pots and some glass, and we'll be done with this one. And then we just have a house, and that'll be it for this episode. Finally, we are here 400 years later, apparently, because I keep freaking not able to finish the video. As you can see, a big lapse of time has passed. I once again fell asleep with my game open. Yes, you ever have those times you're like, I'm doing something important, let me just lay down for a second and scroll on my phone. I surely will not fall asleep every single time I do it. But I have the resin. I don't remember what I was doing with it. Oh, roof. I would like to do, I think, slabs will be the move. So it's not super clunky. But I am so sorry, you guys. But if, I just want you to know that's not because I'm just not motivated to do this. It's just I am really struggling with work right now. It is crazy. Pretty much just falling asleep as soon as I get home. But hopefully, what was I going to say? Hopefully, once I upload this video and I get back into the motions, it'll be a little easier. It's just it's really daunting, especially like, what are we at? 30 days, I believe. It can be very daunting. And feel a lot bigger than it is to complete a task if you've been putting it off for a while. At least for me. I could be completely out of left field and not true for you guys, but that's what I'm hoping is I get this video out finally, this hurdle, and then we can go back to the regular uploads. I'm not going anywhere, you guys. Don't worry, don't freak out. We're not going anywhere. What if we just lower that and do slabs? I really don't want to break more wood. I really don't. So we're going to do slabs. I think it'll still look good. And we can do these as supports on the sides. So let's see, we'll do right there. Shoot. But I'm going to just do this all in one take. We're just about done. So there's really no reason to cut the camera. As I've said so many... Well, crap. Like I said so many times, since y'all been lacking, y'all been lacking the best entertainment that there is available on YouTube. I would be remiss if I didn't give it to you completely and overload you guys with entertainment. Because as you can see, this is chef's kiss, wow, top-notch entertainment. But we're just about done, so stop complaining. We got that. Break this here down, and then we're just about done. Aside from maybe a few lanterns here and there. And I'll do this one off camera. It's really not that big of a deal. I just want to get something posted for you guys. And here we go with this. And here. I don't know why, but I think that looks perfectly good. We could even, if we had just to break it up, this is the center, put something like that. I don't know. I think that looks fine-ish. Doesn't look good at all. Why are you guys lying to me? What if we did just a whole straight line? Let's see, because we want to break it up. We want to break it up. What if we do an eye shape? Let's try that out. Get this. How about something like that? It's definitely something. 1, 2, that's 4. We're literally one short. It is what it is. I think that looks fine. Perfectly fine. You guys can stop. It looks fine. I don't hate it. It looks fine. We just need a few lanterns. The guest of the hour. Let's see. We need to make a few lanterns. Yes, we need a few lanterns. We don't have to make a few lanterns. Let's see. 8 iron for the lanterns. We'll make some of these. Let's say 6 lanterns. Put that right here and right here. And a little bit of her and a little bit of her. And then we'll do... I think we need the chains here. 2 chains. Oh, turns out we did have another trapdoor. Does this do anything? Potentially. And then what if we brought these forward? And then we do like this, and then get like that, and then get to these. And we just do that. That could look interesting. Have a resin is, I don't even know. Let's see. Just throwing things at the wall. It's definitely a look. I don't know if I like it, but we're gonna leave it like that. I don't know. Let's see. We're just gonna put these here. have these. This is okay. We can go a little bit back, I believe, and then so right here, and then maybe through 2, and then let's see how that looks. Have that there, and then of course we need probably some more chains. Let's be completely honest. 7 is fine. We'll do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. This might be a little too low. No, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. Can I make 2 more lanterns? If I can make 2 more lanterns, not lanterns. And then we'll just have that one's lower. We'll just have this one lower. There we go. Make it a little bit interesting. Let's go to sleep before we get freaking eaten by the phantoms. Don't ask me why I'm doing the inflection on the end of the word again. I have no idea. But I'm just gonna get this video out. I'm gonna take the 1 or 2 days before recording again without having to worry that it's been a month. I'm gonna come back with fresh eyes. If I feel like I need to redo any buildings, I'll redo the buildings. But I think if I did anything with this, I'd give it more of a sloped roof. I think. At the very least, just go up maybe 2. So it's like a little thicker. But I think right now it looks fine. We just need to get vases. Let me get some vases. Decorating wise, I think it turned out actually pretty good. As you can see here, I have some bricks, some clay blocks, regular little pots. I actually also have some a mix of plain and decorated. Actually, I could probably, let's get this one and put this one here, just so it's a little bit varied. And I think it looks really nice. It's a pottery class. I always think of pottery houses or any sort of pottery class. It's more laid back, maybe even a little messy is how I see it. They're chill. It's a little bit of mess if they have a pile of clay or a pile of bricks in the corner. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? That's why I made it a little bit messy. I think it looks really cool. Like I said, very laid back. I think it's very fun. But this video's gone on long enough. Just since my last upload, really. I still, trust me guys, I'm still here for the long haul. It was just a small break. Won't happen again. Please give me a second chance. But other than that, I'm excited to continue on. I'm excited in these last couple episodes of Pale Haven. Don't worry. I still have some things that need to be done. Decorating interiors, putting all the beds in the hotel. But it's going to get done. I'm not going to half-ass anything, guys. Trust me. I know it seems like sometimes, what the heck is this? I don't know. I think it looks kind of interesting, though. We could even, look at this. I think it looks kind of cool, right? I don't know why. And then maybe out here, actually, look. We'll get some of this. Do I have silk touch? Get some of this. And get some bricks. And maybe put a little bit of bricks here. Like I said, it's kind of just messy. And then maybe that. And maybe get a few brick slabs. Just to add some variation to it. I think that could look really nice. See? Like I said, it's a little bit messy, but it's full of love, full of artsiness, I think. But that, I think it actually looks a lot better, and they can close it whenever they want. But maybe they have this out here so projects can dry. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, this video's gone on so long. Again, I'm sorry, but I will see y'all in about a week, maybe less. Thank you again for all y'all's support. Y'all are always amazing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.